Israel is a estimate for them a modest industrial power. It is not an industrial giant. So the Israelis could penetrate the Iranian airspace with no problem. They could put their intelligence teams on the ground with no problem. But if it turned into a long war, say for weeks, months, that the Israelis would need more interceptors to defend their airspace, the Israelis would need more ammunition to sustain the sortie ratios and the operational intensity, then they couldn't sustain it without American support. So as to the military balance, I think in a blitz fashion, for a limited scope operation, the Israelis have the upper hand. But when it comes to a long war of attrition, Israel unilaterally cannot sustain it. They still would need a strong American commitment to both defending their airspace and also sustaining operational continuity inside Iran. We have seen many, unimaginables and unthinkables now in rubbish, like both on the positive side and the negative side. For instance, like you were part of the White House team during the second Bush administration. Could you imagine an Iranian-supported group like Houthis targeting data from Chinese satellite companies like Changguang, that is in direct relation with the Chinese Communist Party, attacking the American Navy in the Middle East and getting away with that? Could you imagine, for instance, during the second Bush administration, the Iranians targeting Israel 2 times? Nevatim base, for instance, like hitting one of the state-of-the-art American weaponry on an Israeli base. Like Nevatim base is the home to Israel's F-35 fleet. Could you imagine that? Yes, there were myths and unimaginables, unthinkables, like in an Israeli unilateral action on Iran, like Americans getting involved. But also on the other hand, there are also some myths and unthinkables, like an Iranian direct action against American bases, an Iranian direct action against Israel, and a Chinese satellite company supported Iranian proxy action against American Navy. We are talking about tactical systems, even theater systems like Fatih 110, and even more, archaic missiles that they are giving to the Houthis or their other proxies.
Maybe let's just talk about medium-range ballistic missile, which is what they're most worried about.
Yeah, the biggest nightmare for the Israelis, actually proven to be a nightmare to the Israelis during April and October 2024 engagements, was the solid propellant medium-range ballistic missiles with high hypersonic terminal speeds and maneuverability to stress the air defenses, like Hyber Shehan, for instance, like Haj Qasim, for instance. So these high-end missiles of the Iranians that come with surprise factor, that come with really important kinetic impact, I think these are the main targets for the Israelis, and that was their primary aim.